What's up? It's Old ST, and you already know the vibes. If you don't, you are about to. Now, as you guys know, with the tea of the week, we have to start with the songs of the week. So going at number one, I'm not gonna lie, number one is the only one, because this song has been playing in my head over and over and over and over again. So going at number one, we have Remember the Time by Michael Jackson. Yes, Remember the Time. And honestly, I feel like it's appropriate because for today, we will be remembering the time that I fell in love. But on some serious stuff, we have so many things that we are going to be talking about today. Number one being about someone that I support widely, someone that I've always supported. I mean, I've been pretty vocal on this channel. Like, honestly, the support never stops. I am talking about the one and the only Big Five, never the little one. Now, if by now you don't know who Big Five is, then how did you even get here? Big Five, to me, and known to everyone else, is the Erica Hamby. And honestly, she's had such a rough, last year, going into this year. So, as you may or may not know, she went from the Las Vegas Aces to the LA Sparks. Now, not too long ago, it came out that she was definitely taking Becky Hammon, her former coach, to court to deal with a matter which she was discriminated against. Now, it was obviously proven because she had faced repercussions, if you want to call it, and was suspended for 2 games, and her first draft pick was rescinded. But really, how does that equate to someone getting verbally abused, that got shunned by her own teammates, her own former teammates, might I add, whose performance was questioned, and many more? It's honestly disappointing because I feel like in the WNBA, they want to say things like, let's support women. But in this predicament, that's not supporting women. And it's really disappointing to see Becky Hammon, who was a former player, disrespect another player, let alone another woman. You're supposed to be understanding. Cause I swear to God, if the shoe's on the other foot, and Becky Hammon was going through the same thing, she would want somebody to be representing her and to stand by her and to be like, you know what, I was wrong. Now we fast forward to very recently. I seen on, formerly known as Twitter, that the New York Liberty had posted a statement saying this. And me and many others were very confused. It wasn't until somebody had provided this screenshot right here where they had reposted a story. So I'm like, this is kind of old. We already know that this happened. Until I did my research and further checked that she was taking not only the Las Vegas Aces to court, but she is also taking the WNBA to court and filed a gender discrimination complaint. Now, I'm with her straight like that, because you can't say that you support women and you're not supporting a woman. If you listen to some of the details, you can go to the Washington Post or Just Women's Sports or even CBS Sports, who had also talked about this situation, and to even see some of the WNBA fans talking crazy, asking about the circumstances, when it happened, what time it happened, who it happened with, this, that, that's none of your business. And according to the law that they have, the rules and regulations of them, that shouldn't even be a figure as to why she should even be traded. Hamby had an amazing season. If you watch my YouTube video from that time that I got to interview her, you will see the emphasis that I tried to put on, because I don't even mean to get all technical and stuff, but imagine dropping a baby and playing 40 straight games after. So for somebody who had just given birth, she definitely had a very good season. And I'm not gonna try to be a biased fan, but real talk, I seen her play at that Liberty versus Sparks game, and she played her butt off. I remember at one point I seen that they had taken a timeout She's sitting on the bench, breathing dumb hard, looking like me, well, I'm about to have an asthma attack. I remember whispering to my mom, like, dang, is she okay? Like, I hope she's doing all right. Up until I see Nneka Ogwumike tap her, like she's like, you know, like she's trying to motivate her to keep going. And it's like, it's kind of heartbreaking to see, because it's like, how could you even question what type of player she is? Now, I'm not gonna lie, that was a lot. Like, I feel like that took a lot out of me, but like, sometimes you gotta call a spade a spade. I'm not gonna sit here and be blind to certain things just because I support those certain things. But anyway, speaking of things that aren't okay, if you know this artist, you should know the first name basis is it's a little inappropriate, and I'm not trying to get my channel flagged. So from now on, we're gonna be calling her Miss Red. All right, now Miss Red had got into some things, because yesterday, if you were paying attention to her story, then your eyes must be still traumatized. Anyway, Miss Red had a tape that was posted on her story where she was doing some heinous acts. Look at me acting like I'm Law and Order, talking about some heinous acts. It was some heinous things going on, and a lot of people were concerned about the basis of the video, because one, she wasn't the one recording. People want to know if she posted it or if the person that recorded it had posted it. And to our surprise, she had posted this tweet stating that she's shocked and that she would never do anything like that. But a lot of people feel as though, since she made those comments about Trump, and a lot of African Americans weren't feeling that, people feel like she's trying to save face with this stunt. Okay, I can get where you're coming from, but at the end of the day, regardless of the situation, no woman should be exposed like that. Like, that is a very graphic video, and I don't know if I was a woman, I wouldn't want nothing. I'm talking about if I was a woman. That's funny, that's funny. That was a good one. If I was in her shoes, I wouldn't want that type of video, you know, being out. I got family. I wouldn't want nobody to, like, every time you're on your timeline, you know how the For You page is nowadays, just like they know your business and then some. I wouldn't want my family or my friends to come across a video like that. So I feel like regardless, nobody should be exposed in that way. I always felt bad for people whose videos were leaked like that, because I don't know, it was like, now you can never take that image back. Everybody knows what the private parts that people wish they could see look like. Now, we've spoken about the law, and then we've spoken about intercourse. You put that all together and you have a Jason Derulo case. Now, an artist, she's suing Jason Derulo because allegedly, after she had signed a deal, Jason Derulo was expecting some pole. Now, that's crazy to me, because it's giving me Rich Dollars vibes. Because it's like, what's going on? I mean, not too long ago, Jack Boy, whatever his name is, a situation had came out where he was abusing his artist. It's like, why does it have, like, never mix business with pleasure, bruh? Like, how many times do we gotta say this? Like, have you never watched a movie in your life? A Madea movie, a Tyler Perry movie, something? Alright, now that's all for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope I gave some good and valuable information. I want to remind you guys again, I'm going to keep talking about this until she gets her justice. Justice for the Big Five. Justice for De'Erica Hamby. I'm going to be honest, this really means so much to me. Mostly because, like, I don't know, like, I feel like, I'm going to be honest, I've been a fan since 2019. And, you know, transitioning from high school to college was real hard. But, like, I don't know, I feel like I really connected with the way she was as an individual, you know? Somebody who, there's a lot of other great players on her team, but nobody had the swag that she did. And that kind of reminded me of myself as I was, and that kind of reminds me of myself, you know, in this podcasting world or media world, whatever you want to call it, it can feel intimidating to see other people out there who also have a platform doing the same thing that you do, and it could also be a little discouraging when you don't get the shine that you wish that you could get. But you know, when you see her keep on going, keep on pushing day in, day out, keep her head up. I mean, I've seen her take a loss, I've seen her take a win, and no matter what, she always kept her head up. I mean, even after the Liberty game when they lost, I still seen her smiling, I still seen her proud, you know, and that reminds me of myself, because sometimes it can be hard to continue to do that even through rough times. So when I see her going through this situation where people are questioning, you know, what type of player she is or worker she is, or to question the type of drive that she has, and you look at how hard she played, I know what it feels like to not get the props that you feel like you deserve. And I'm here to give Hamby her flowers and her props. You had I said this in the interview, I said this in person, I'm gonna say it again. You had an amazing season for somebody who had just had a baby. You did 40 straight games, and it wasn't nothing of no substance. Let's keep it a beam. I know what it feels like to be discredited of the hard work that you put in. And that's why I'm gonna always back her. I'm gonna always root for her. And shout out to Stewie, big New York City, but Hamby's gonna always be my MVP. Literally 25-8 any year, any day, any hour, any second. I hope in the end she's gonna get her justice. And again, I hope this video was just as informative as the things that I said after. Thank you, and be on the lookout for the next video.
I couldn't believe it. Soon as I bought my Cuban chain, she called me back. Soon as